guys, Kevin Shaw here, Editor-in-Chief of the Watercraft Journal. Doing a little bit of a different style of a Facebook Live video because frankly it's not live. This has been pre-recorded as I drive back from Texas. Was doing something else for the other magazine that we publish, and I thought I would address a couple things that are coming up. This has been a big week for a lot of rumors and a lot of different conversation topics. So I thought I would turn on the GoPro and talk about this stuff real quick. It's not going to be as long, hopefully, as our normal Facebook Live sessions, only because I don't have a lot of room on the SD card. But anyway, so the big thing this week is 2021 models. Everyone's talking about 2021 models. And especially because something really exciting happened for Sea-Doo enthusiasts. And I thought we should talk about it just to kind of clear the air. Earlier this year, production of 2020 models got halted, both for Yamaha and Sea-Doo. My understanding is that Kawasaki is okay. They didn't have to stop. But Yamaha and Sea-Doo had to stop their production. I think Yamaha was about 8 weeks and Sea-Doo was a little bit longer. While they were down, they made the decision, let's just go ahead when we reopen up production, let's just go ahead with the 2021 models. So they retooled, they got all the new colors and all the new graphics, and for the new Watercraft, they got all those molds ready and all the production lined up for that, so that when Yamaha and Sea-Doo reopened up their manufacturing doors, they were knocking out 221s. And there's a very good reason why they did this. Right now, we are looking at an actual market shortage. There are lots of dealers, West Coast, East Coast, up and down, left and right, who are absolutely barren on Watercraft. I mean, literally there's nothing in their showrooms. I joked in a previous video that there's dealers who are going out and they're buying used Watercraft, bringing them back, doing service, cleaning them up, putting new decals on them, and calling them like pre-owned, certified Watercraft. And that's, I mean, they're just trying to keep in business. Demand right now is the highest it's been in a very, very long time. People want personal Watercraft, but there simply is none to be bought. So, quite frankly, the dealers are begging the manufacturers get them product early. So, some people on Facebook have been sharing pictures. Some dealers have been getting the word out. Actually, a few dealers have been getting the word out that they have new units being uncrated right now. And those new units are pretty much carryovers from the 2020 models. Those carryovers, most notably, are the Sea-Doo GTX 170. The same 170 that's blue with the gray bottom, and it's the entry level of the GTX line. And there's dealers who are uncrating those and getting them ready. So that's pretty exciting. They're getting some Watercraft, and there were people like, no, that's a 2020. They're incorrect. The dealers are correct in saying that it is a 2021 model. I haven't heard of Yamaha showing up at dealers yet, but I do know of the Sea-Doo GTX, and I have heard, I haven't seen pictures, but I have heard that some dealers might be getting GTIs just because the colors have carried over. There's no differences mechanically, dashboard, anything like that. There just aren't any differences. Except for, I misspoke. There's a couple things like on the blue and gray GTX that some of the fairings on the deck are black instead of gray. Those are minor things. is actually happening. There are new Sea-Doos showing up at dealer floors, so that's pretty cool. It's good that the manufacturers are rushing to help out the dealers and keep them in business and help satisfy the demand that's happening. All right, number 2 is obviously the 2021 models that are showing up at dealers are not the complete lineup. There's no new units. There's no really different units that you're seeing. They're going to wait until the dealer show to reveal all that stuff. Okay? The Watercraft Journal, I personally will be writing and reviewing a lot of the new stuff and have it ready the very same time as that reveal. And that reveal is probably about 2 months away, maybe a little less. Contractually, I can't reveal that, but you're looking at about 8 weeks, maybe less, but in September. So hang on tight for that. Here's the other half of that. This is exciting. The Watercraft Journal is going to be the only personal watercraft magazine to ride and review the 2021 Yamahas before anyone else. We will have an article with a big overview of the 2021 Yamaha Wave Runner lineup, including hands-on experience in riding with 3 or 4 new units. And there'll be a video that we'll publish to the YouTube channel. It'll also be embedded into the article on the website, watercraftjournal.com. Additionally, the 3 or 4 units that we're going to be test riding will have individual full-length review videos and articles that will come out in the following weeks and months. So we are the only personal watercraft magazine who will be there. That's a massive exclusive. It's a huge honor for us. We're really, really stoked. It's going to be me, and then of course the other person that's going to be there is Jerry Gaddis from greenholt.net, and we will be the only 2. So we have the world's biggest magazine and the world's biggest forum for the PWC industries getting our hands on the new Yamahas. That's really, really cool. Again, it's a massive, massive honor. So look out for that, all that video content and all of those articles. And Yamaha comes out in August. All right, they're going to have their new products in August. So that's something else to look forward to. That's something really, really cool. All right. So what else is going on? Well, we just got the exclusive on the world's first all-electric personal watercraft, all right? The Taiga Orca. Now, several months ago, we helped talk about the press release. You know, we got the press release out. They gave us a video. It had no audio, and then they released a video with audio after everyone screamed and yelled. And of course, you can't hear an electric jet ski. You're just gonna hear water splashing. But they just gave us the entire press kit for the new Orca. There's 2 models of it. There's a standard and then there's a performance version of the Orca. Additionally, you're not gonna believe the price point. We're actually super impressed with the price point. We're gonna have that article live tonight at midnight. All right, I'm pushing another article back that's supposed to go live tonight, or you guys might be seeing this late on Thursday because it's only 2:30 in the afternoon right now as I record it. So once I get home, I'm going to push this live. So whoever sees this, as soon as I put it live, know that we're going to have the reveal up as soon as I can tonight. So that's really exciting. That's something really, really cool that we got our hands on. All right. So let's see. We talked about 2021s. We talked about the Sea-Doos and the Yamahas. So what else is going on? Well, how this magazine is ran, and a little bit about the nature of our business and how we operate. And the reason why I felt like it was important to talk about how the sausage is made is a couple days ago we got called out on YouTube by a guy who likes to review personal watercraft, and he was making a point that, you know, we were unreliable as a review source because we're provided the product, and so we can't be empirical because we're provided the product, and we're provided product by people who advertise with us. So I thought it'd be important to talk about it. Number one, let's just be really clear. Since 2013, we have published something like 12,000 articles on the Watercraft Journal, 100% free to you. So the reader does not have to pay a dime. He does not have to download anything. He doesn't have to have a special membership or a subscription. He can go to the magazine, he can go to the YouTube channel and watch and read everything we produce, okay? There's no paywall, there's no exclusive membership, nada. It's entirely free to you. But, so, okay, how do we pay for all this event coverage? How do we pay for all this video? How do we pay for this stuff? How do I keep the lights on? Well, that's really easy. Besides, quite frankly, besides a little bit of shirt and t-shirt, you know, some t-shirt and sticker sales, which is only a few $100 a month, we sell advertising. And people who advertise in the magazine get ad placement all over every page of the website. And every page has new ads, and so a reader is seeing all those ads. All right. In addition to wetsuit makers and sunglasses and apparel and goggles and life vests and all the other many things and accessories that you're going to use on the water, we also have had all three manufacturers advertise on the magazine. You'll see Sea-Doo ads, you'll see Yamaha ads, we've had Kawasaki advertise. We have good relationships with all the manufacturers. All right, it's important for us to maintain good relationships with the manufacturers. Okay, well, does maintaining a good relationship mean kissing their butt? Not necessarily. I promise you that at different times, all three manufacturers have hated my guts. I mean, really, really, really gotten pissed off at yours truly, all right? It almost goes without fail that I get an email or a phone call or a text message from someone at Cowie, someone at Sea-Doo, or someone at Yamaha going, dude, what are you doing to me? All right? And, you know, it wouldn't be the first time that I've been told, you're making my job difficult when it comes to having a relationship with your magazine. So, all right, what do I do? Do I just kiss their butt and say their product's the best? No. I've been critical of a lot of stuff. I've been critical on hull designs. I've been critical on hull material. I have been critical on fit and finish. I've been critical on technology or the lack of technology. I've been really critical. All right? I've also been really praising. And you'll see at the end of the year, every year we do a Watercraft of the Year. And more often than not, got a big rig using his air brake, or engine brake, excuse me. We heat praise and we also give critiques. Now we don't blast; it's not worth blasting. And quite frankly, there's no new product that's worthy of being blasted out of the water. I have critiques, but nothing that I've seen out of the manufacturers is beyond the pale. All right, that's just so bad that it's irredeemable. But I'll give you an example of something. We had an advertiser. He was an apparel manufacturer. They're an apparel manufacturer, and they provided us some product that, quite frankly, fell apart. I mean, the stitching came undone. The product wasn't very good. I was very unhappy with it. And I wrote up the article, and I sent the manufacturer a draft of the article. And I said, guys, listen, you really don't want me to publish this. Do you want to send me something else? You know, maybe this one went bad. You know, if you want to replace it, let me work with you. Because it wasn't worth having an article trash something. And they wrote an email back saying, no, it's fine, go ahead. All right, if you're positive, you want me to. And the article was pretty stinking rough. A few weeks later, we got a new life vest from the same manufacturer. And quite frankly, the same kind of problems. Stitching came undone, and, you know, plastic parts broke, and it just, you know, it just was a bad piece of equipment. And I reached out again, and I said, guys, hey, you know, let me show you some pictures. This thing's coming apart. Do you want to replace it, or do you want me not to do the article? And they said, no, let's replace it. So they sent me something else, and sure enough, it was a better piece, and I did the article on that. All right. So why would I softball these guys? Why wouldn't I write the scathing article and blow them out of the water? Quite frankly, because we want the magazine to be positive. If I don't do an article on something, it might be because I never got my hands on it, or it might be because I got my hands on it and it wasn't very good. So it's not worth promoting. On the flip side, when there is something worthwhile that we've reviewed, we want to get the good word out. We want to encourage people to check out the product for themselves, maybe buy it, and see, hopefully, that our review was pretty much on par with what their sentiments are. So again, that's a little bit of our review process. Now, in this YouTube video's critique, I actually agree to a degree with what he was saying. Was that he made the claim that we could not be empirical because we're provided product when he buys his jet skis, his watercraft. And he was saying, oh, well, you know, I buy my stuff, and so I can be honest. That very well may be true. But on the flip side of that, you also have a confirmation bias. There is an emotional buyer's bias that goes with purchasing something. So he very well may be blind to the fact that it's not the best, or it doesn't fit everyone's needs, because he bought it emotionally. He bought it because he's like, well, I want the fastest, or I want the best, or I want X, Y, Z. Okay, fair enough. Now, I'll tell you something else. And this is not to brag, but I ride typically at least a dozen different watercraft a year, if not more. I'm putting a lot of seat time on a lot of different watercraft. Now, it's funny because a lot of people who critique me, especially when it comes to like our long-term units, our long-term test units, I might rack up only 20 hours or even 25 or 30 hours. The last one we turned in had 30 hours, and I thought that was a lot. And there's guys who are like, dude, you're a lightweight, that's nothing. I do that in a week. Fair enough. I can't. I just can't. I'm on so many different units, and I'm traveling so much to go ride different stuff that I'm just not racking up, you know, the hours on one unit over the course of 6 months or 4 months or however long I get a test unit. So that's another thing. I can't go around buying 14 different jet skis a year. I just can't do it. So, sorry. But because the personal watercraft industry is so big, in that I have so many units from Sea-Doo, so many units from Cowie, so many units from Yamaha that I got to test ride, I'm jumping from seat to seat to seat. And the other part of that, which I kind of think is really working in our favor, is that because I'm able to test so many units at so many different, you know, price ranges and trim levels, I'm able to say, listen, you know, an RXPX is not going to be the one-all, be-all of personal watercraft if you're looking for a family watercraft to take the kids out and something that gets really good fuel mileage and is going to go a long distance. Because I've ridden those watercraft, and likewise I've ridden entry levels all the way to high trim levels. My experience every year of being able to ride all these things, all these different units, allows me to have a far broader evaluative scale. So that's probably one of the best benefits of not owning every single watercraft that we test. But again, I go back, he's got a valid point. I don't own any of these. I really don't. The last jet ski I owned was a 97 GP 1100 with you know, fitted with a bunch of ProTech, you know, ProTech performance parts. So, you know, I didn't even own the watercraft that I raced when I was at Personal Watercraft Illustrated. Sorry, call me a charlatan. I guess I don't have any street cred. I don't know what to tell you. But you know, I kind of laugh. They always say, like, don't read the comments in the YouTube channel, and we always do. I personally do. Some of our social media guys who help us out, you know, they help us, but we answer, we like and comment on, I want to say about 99% of the comments on our YouTube channel. And we want people to have that experience of being able to communicate directly with us. So that's part of the experience. And having advertising, that allows us access to a lot of manufacturers. I mean, and not just the OE manufacturers, but apparel and equipment and different accessories. These guys provide us product. These guys, you know, provide us with the means to test these products. And I wish I was independently wealthy. I wish I was a trust fund baby and I could just pay out of pocket for this. It'd be great. And if I could, I would probably drop half the stuff that we do. And I would just review watercraft all day. But that's not how we operate. So anyways, as a magazine, you know, and I laugh because, like, when this guy was first, you know, people were letting me know, like, oh, this guy's calling you out. I kind of laugh. I was like, well, Motor Trend, you know, Motor Trend has Ford and Infiniti and Chrysler and GM and Lexus and, you know, Jeep and Land Rover and all these different companies advertising in that magazine, and they review their cars. And you know, are they any less just because those editors don't own those cars? Trust me, I know how much those guys make. There's no way he's buying a GT2 Porsche, but they're testing them. So again, I don't give a lot of credit to the whole, like, well, you don't own it, so how dare you? You know, how dare you? How dare you review it? I don't buy that. I don't think there's any credit there. But you know, I will tell you honestly, I don't blast much stuff. I really don't. And most reviews are typically pretty positive. And I try to put out positives. And to be really fair, even if it's an offhanded comment, I can never let something be 100%. I'll always put something in and I'm just like, ugh, I wish it did this a little better, or this could be improved. Because I think that's the case with everything and everyone. There's always room for improvement. So we have Sea-Doo and Yamaha. Cowie supports us too. So all three manufacturers. If you're gonna call me a shill, that's cool. I'm all right with being called a shill. But just know that all three of them support us. So who am I sold out to? I mean, I don't really know. So sorry to disappoint, but I'm not really brand loyal to anyone. There's stuff that I like here, and there's stuff that I like there, and I've been really vocal about like what's my personal watercraft. Would be a Frankenstein of everything. So again, I don't know. I think it's much ado about nothing. But anyway, hey guys, I wanted to thank you. I'm going to cut this one short. We're at just a little over 25 minutes, but I wanted to thank everyone for helping us grow and be the world's biggest personal watercraft magazine. I and my team of contributors and everyone on our social media team, we're absolutely tickled with the response and the growth of the magazine. We've had a killer year thus far, and we really want to thank you guys. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. It's really helping us grow. It's really making a difference. And we got to get to 10,000. We're real close to 10,000. We're just on the edge of it. And so I want to thank you guys. I might put up a special award or a special prize to our 10,000th subscriber to the YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, look out for that announcement. We're going to do that. And we have our mud bug video showing up next week. That's going to be really cool. We're really excited about that. And then after that one, we have another Yamaha Wave Runner review. And that might be the last one. That might be the last one before we get to see the new 2021s. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate all the help and all the support. Guys, thanks for liking and sharing articles. I'm going to focus back on driving and turn this camera off. And we hope you have a good night. And check out that new Orca article that's coming out when you see this. All right, thanks again.